eBay is still one of the most important marketplaces online, with millions of sellers and buyers using it daily across the world. Many people start selling on eBay without knowing exactly how to increase their chances of selling, as most categories can be heavily competitive. Here's some expert eBay selling tips you should consider to gain an advantage over your competition. Firstly, eBay and PayPal fees are usually one of the most expensive elements for most businesses using the website. In the US, there's a 4% fine for sellers who fall below the standard rating. Therefore, it's crucial to ensure, if you're selling on eBay's US site, that you preserve an above average rating. The 4% eBay will charge you is in addition to the final value fee occurred on each sale made. When you sell an item on eBay, you are charged a final value fee, but sometimes a customer changes their mind and does not pay for the item, and in this case you're able to be refunded by eBay for the fee they unfairly charged you. You can do this either manually or automatically by turning on the unpaid item assistant in the account settings. Remember, eBay gives preference to sellers who are highly rated by listing these sellers higher in the search results, displaying the top rated seal in search results as well as the listing description. Final value fees can be discounted for sellers who are highly rated. Another way you could potentially save on your eBay fees is opening an eBay store. For some, this means you can have lower listing and final value fees. This tactic is usually recommended if you're using eBay as a business, rather than just selling items around the house or on occasion. Equally, you can also try to save money with PayPal by applying for merchant status. This applies to sellers who are billing upwards of $3,000, who typically pay a fixed rate of 30 cents on a transaction, plus an additional 2.9% of the transaction amount. In order to apply for this status on PayPal's website, log in to PayPal. Click Profile and Settings. Click My Money. Click Merchant Fees. Click Apply Now. Fill out a short form and click Submit. Let's look at your content on eBay. One of the most effective ways of working is in bulk. This means you need to master bulk listing techniques, which can save you huge amounts of time. There's many third-party bulk listing software available for you to use. Obviously, depending on your industry and sector, you need to consider and review each option and find out what's relevant to you. Here's some of the most popular. With eBay Selling Manager, you can rapidly create and manage listings, track sales statuses, and perform post-sales tasks, like leaving feedback and printing shipping labels, all from one central location. It's a great selling solution for sellers who want to streamline and optimize the way they sell. As of 2019, Selling Manager is free for all sellers, and sellers with a basic eBay store subscription are automatically subscribed. Sellbrite is a simple cloud software that enables you to easily list and sell your products on multiple sales channels, control and sync inventory, manage and fulfill orders, and access the multi-channel reporting intelligence you need to be successful. Channel Advisor allows you to list, optimize and manage all of your product listings on over 50 global marketplaces. Let Ovita help you to potentially increase your profits and boost your sales. From their 1,800 plus eBay listing templates to their cross-promotional scrolling gallery, to Ovita's easy-to-use one-page lister, they can start saving you money and time from day one. As well as thinking about bulk listing, you need to also consider how you're titling your products. Remember, the title is arguably one of the most important elements, which piques your audience's interest. You should always write titles for people, not computer algorithms. Try and make your titles user-friendly by trying to put yourself in the buyer's position. Include elements such as brand name, model, size, colour, product condition, and so on. Remember, your titles need to look professional and flow correctly. For example, PlayStation 4, 1TB, black console, brand new in box. Don't simply list the features like this: PlayStation 4, 1TB, new, black. You should also think about how your title is presented in eBay's categories and search result pages. Some marketeers and business owners attempt to stand out by using symbols such as. This type of tactic can easily draw the attention of your customers if there's a lot of competition in your industry. Equally, to help you even further, some people like to discover popular search terms by using eBay's autocomplete search bar function to find the latest words and phrases their target audience might be using. This is similar to the functionality which is used on search engines, so use this to your advantage. Let's take a closer look at your actual listing. Generally, you want as many high-quality images as you can. This means using a white background if possible, and taking images from several different angles. Some eBay businesses experiment with using colourful backgrounds for their products. Depending on your industry and target audience, this may work well for you. However, the general rule of thumb is to keep it simple with a white background. Remember that your pictures are not blurry, they need to be clear and pristine. Taken on a neutral background, white or black usually work well. Take images of your item from different angles. Don't use images from catalogues, which do not represent your item. Remember, as your shoppers can't see the item or product in person, the image is a big trust element they rely upon. Every shopper wants to be sure they are making a purchase from a trustworthy seller who will supply a good quality product in a timely manner. If a person does not have enough faith in your product and the brand, he or she will skip your listing. You should also bear in mind that people are short for time or are flooded with information. This means you should not waste shoppers' time and energy with large sections of text. Although you should be descriptive as possible, many people will simply not read hundreds and hundreds of words. Typically, it's recommended to write a maximum of 300 words. Remember to place the most important keywords at the beginning of your listing. Make sure your copy is user-friendly. And to format your text. For example, use bold and change text size when appropriate and necessary. Equally, as eBay works on a search algorithm, many people overlook the importance of a key element in the listing. Typically, the more information you provide eBay's search engine with, the easier and more likely it is for your item to be displayed in the search results. This is particularly true when customers filter for items. If you do not fill in all the item details, your products are very likely to appear low in the search results, or not at all when filtered. Although it can seem boring, eBay have this section for a reason. It's because it matters. Obviously, you also need to consider the price you're selling your items for. eBay typically has a cutthroat environment between sellers, meaning a few cents or dollars can easily make a difference to the amount of sales you receive. If you decide to promote your products with some paid marketing, a general rule of thumb is to never exceed a 1:3 ratio. This means if you are selling a watch for $60, you should never spend more than $20 on advertising. The main reason is that as a business, you have other overhead expenses which need to be paid for from the sale, such as packaging, shipping, staff costs, eBay fees, and so on. Businesses use the 1:3 ratio to maintain profit margins. Equally, as we're talking about promotional marketing, you shouldn't use promoted listings for items which are either not selling or are selling slowly. You should concentrate your spending on items which are popular, or attempt to increase the amount of sales of other products which already sell quite well. Equally, for some industries, you may want to promote a new product which you're introducing into the market. Speaking of new products, when launching a new item, particularly in a competitive category, it can be a good marketing tactic to set the price at a lower end of the field. On eBay, many shoppers are price-driven and consequently choose to display research results based on which item is cheapest. Obviously, you need to consider how this pricing strategy may affect your overall business. However, if you can afford to price low for the first few months, it will mean you can climb higher in eBay's default organic search results. If you keep a close eye on this, once you are at the top, or at least close enough, you can then start raising prices and earning the rewards of your patience and strategy. If you're selling products you've purchased from a wholesaler, or items which feature a barcode, it can be a good idea to think about downloading the eBay app, which will allow you to scan the barcode of any item which is new or used, and determine its value based on recent sales. After you've downloaded the app, all you need to do is scan the barcode and click the Sold Items filter in order to show similar items that have recently been sold. Scroll down and click Sell One like this, and eBay will automatically fill in all the relevant information and details for you. This app can be valuable in many industries and is a great tool for most businesses. You can easily receive up-to-date data and real-time analytics, which can help you when thinking about what type of products you should sell. Of course, sourcing and selling on eBay is just part of the problem. You also need to think about your after-sales support. Remember, a return policy is a must which all sellers need to have. A main aspect for possible clients on eBay is your return policy. If you do not have a return policy, or if your policy is less than generous, you will lose potential customers who are put off. eBay will penalise you in terms of your ranking in the search results, as its algorithm favours generous return policy providers. Equally, as well as your returns policy, you need to also think about your delivery policy too, as the modern world is fast-paced and people want everything quicker. This means you need to offer a speedy service. After all, there's other main players on the scene, where customers can easily shop at instead of using eBay. Think of Amazon Prime, which tapped into this lack of patience and made 2-day delivery the new standard in e-commerce. As far as eBay is concerned, they introduced a new 3-day guaranteed shipping filter. If you can't keep up with the 2 or 3-day shipping standard, you may lose a lot of business when using eBay.